Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So as we are starting to find out over in the UK looks like it is finished, it's done, and you'll soon see why. Because today in Parliament, they were debating whether or not they should have an inquiry into the Muslim grooming gangs. And well, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it comes as no surprise that they voted against a national inquiry into the grooming gangs. Why is that? Corruption. It is the most disgusting and despicable thing that I have heard for a very long time. Hundreds of thousands of young girls were not only groomed or abused or they are worded, but they're also trafficked in the UK for years. And the UK government at the time, several different prime ministers did absolutely nothing about it. Keir Starmer is now the prime minister, and he was boasting the other day when he was addressing the media that he apparently arrested or prosecuted a certain number of them, but that's not enough. He also voted against this national inquiry, believe it or not, and he's more than happy to stand up there and say that I am going to call out all these people. I'm happy to call them out, but I'm not actually happy to vote in favor of a national inquiry. I'm not happy to vote to move it. He's making it all about a bill. He's not making it about the victims. And there's one Conservative politician that I saw, and she's going viral at the moment over on X, and for damn good reason, because she's calling Keir Starmer out. We don't need a lawyer like Keir Starmer is. We need someone that would actually give a damn and go after these criminals, go after these sick sons of you-know-whats. We need to go after these people, lock them up, or worse, in my opinion. These people don't deserve to breathe for what they did to the likes of these innocent young girls. And it's absurd to me that these people are making it about a political issue and trying to cover up the corruption even more than actually help these victims. Keir Starmer is just as spineless as we've got the spineless Anthony Albanese. He wants to look good. He wants to keep the Muslim vote, which to me is absurd considering how many Muslim men in the UK have done this to the likes of innocent young kids. The police officers, they covered it up. It is one of the largest scandals. And the ones that actually expose this madness, where are they at the moment? They're either being silenced or they're being put in prison, like Tommy Robinson, for example. Keir Starmer's going against Tommy Robinson because he's exposing this madness, and he went after the likes of Keir Starmer as well, calling him out for doing absolutely nothing. Piers Morgan is more than happy to call out the grooming gangs because it, makes Piers Morgan look good, but he won't actually give credit where credit is due to Tommy Robinson, who has made it his life's effort to expose this madness. And he's more than happy to go against Tommy Robinson's documentary, Silenced, which exposed these nut jobs, exposed the evil atrocities. You know why? Because Piers Morgan was actually named in Tommy Robinson's documentary, because he's more than likely complicit. We don't know. If you're going after somebody that is actually doing the right thing and exposing these criminals, exposing the evil that they're committing and doing, then you got to really look hard. Why are they going after people like Tommy? Why is Nigel Farage attacking Tommy Robinson over this particular matter and lying consistently? Keir Starmer, Piers Morgan, and many others are all lying over why Tommy Robinson is in prison. And I love people like this particular lady who actually has a backbone and called it for what it is. She's a Conservative MP over in the UK, and have a watch. It's brilliant.
He is talking about distraction tactics. Let us have the truth. The Prime Minister cannot tell the House the full scale of the scandal. He doesn't want questions asked of Labour politicians who may be complicit. He won't listen to the victims. He won't listen to the victims who are calling for a national inquiry. He is making this all about a bill this afternoon. Later today, he will tell Labour MPs, including in Telford, Rochdale, Bristol, Derby, Aylesbury, Oldham, Bradford, Peterborough, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, Ramsgate, to tell all of these people to vote against a national inquiry into the gangs which have systematically ganged children in their constituencies. This is one of the worst scandals in British history, Mr. Speaker. And I would say very respectfully to the Prime Minister, it's not about you, it is about the victims. Be a leader, not a lawyer.
The last point that she made was be a leader. Well, he is being a leader of sorts, not a very good one. He's actually showing his true colors. There are two kinds of leaders. Ones that will actually stand up and do something and show some courage, and the other one will just sit down, not do anything and act like a coward, or they'll show themselves to be like they are the true leader, but they won't do jack all. They'll do absolutely nothing. They'll make it look like they're doing something, but they're really not. Keir Starmer is one of those poor, horrible leaders that makes it out like he is the God figure almost to all the UK politicians, but he only is, I'm going to call everyone that actually disagrees with the grooming scandal and wants a national inquiry, they're far right. How dare he call people that actually want all these criminals to be locked up? How dare he call them far right? That's just disgusting, in my opinion. They're not far right. They're ordinary people that just want not only the truth to come out, but want true justice. Is that so hard to get? Well, evidently, according to Keir Starmer, it's not about politics. It's far beyond politics. He's making it about politics. This is about the victims, like the Conservative politician said. We need the truth, but he's too busy trying to cover up the truth, because more than likely, he's part of it. He voted against this bill. Look at this. This is, when I saw this, it didn't come as much of a shock. It's disgusting, and it shows the UK is just done. It's done.
The ayes to the right, 111. The noes to the left, 364.
The ayes to the right were 111. The noes to the left, 364. So the noes have it. The noes have it. Unlock.
364 people voted against a national inquiry into the grooming gangs. Only 111 people had the courage to vote yes, that wanted the truth. I wonder how many of them are on the left. Probably not many, if any at all, in my opinion. But 360-something people voting no to a national inquiry into this. We don't need an inquiry. We just need the police to do their damn job. We need a national investigation. An inquiry does nothing except show what we already know. They're constantly hiding behind lies. They're making the lies bigger. Is it any reason why Elon Musk is going after these people and concerning himself with British politics? I wonder. Tommy Robinson is currently in solitary confinement for exposing this madness. The UK citizens know the truth. That's why they support him. They don't support the politicians, because the politicians are all spineless. And more than likely, a lot of them are complicit in the madness and the scandal. Truly disgusting behavior, if you ask me. Here's what Keir Starmer says at the end. It's, again, horrible behavior.
Mr. Speaker, we need to focus on what this is really about. This is not about the Prime Minister's work in the CPS. And I would say very respectfully to the Prime Minister, it's not about you. It is about the victims. Be a leader, not a lawyer. We know that people were scared to tell the truth because they thought they would be called racist. If we want to stop this from ever happening again, we cannot be afraid. Yep. The Labour Party has adopted the APPG definition of Islamophobia. That same APPG report said talking about was an example of Islamophobia. This is exactly why people are scared to tell the truth. And the lack of clarity The lack of clarity means that innocent British Muslims are smeared by association. That is not fair, and only a national inquiry can solve this. So will the Prime Minister look again at the Labour Party's adoption of the definition of Islamophobia, its chilling effect, and rule out introducing it in government?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I will call out any aspect that has prevented anybody coming forward or any case going forward when it comes to violence against girls, child abuse or child sexual exploitation, as I have been doing now for the best part of 15 years. But, yes, some people will say there should be a further inquiry.
He's just going to call them out. Not do anything about it, just call them out. What is calling them out going to do? Kier, you're being called out for being a weak, spineless leader, not willing to help these innocent victims, and the definition of Islamophobia that your Labor government introduced. You're not allowed to talk about the grooming gangs. You're not allowed to talk about exploitation, none of that stuff. Because if you do, you can be charged under the Islamophobia laws that you yourself have created. And the other day, you're talking about the problem in the UK is not these Muslim grooming gangs. It's far-right people that apparently are Islamophobic. It's not Islamophobic to say, I want an inquiry into all this, or I want justice for the victims that have been groomed, R-worded. If you read, I hope to God that you haven't, but if you have read the court transcript, it's horrible. And there are really no words that describe the horrible nature of it all. None. And today, Keir Starmer and his lackeys all voted to not have a national inquiry. What does that tell you? Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. You be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.